Donald Trump is having a psychotic meltdown on Friday. He's making more posts saying that he's in perfect health. He is then making posts where he's claiming to be our bald eagles getting killed by wind turbines in the United States. But yet again, they are photos of wind turbines in other countries, wind turbines in Japan and in Spain. One's from 2006, the other's from 2010, and these are not bald eagles. Also, Donald Trump just ordered his motorcade to pull over in the West Palm Beach area so he could go tile shopping, and he wants to get more marble that has marble and onyx. According to the White House, he's picking out the marble and onyx at his own expense for the Golden Ballroom. He's also threatening war with Iran at the same time he's buying marble and onyx, and he's at this a wholesaler warehouse right now in West Palm Beach. Let's just break down what's going on this morning. A reminder, hit subscribe. MeidasTouch is on its way to 6 million subscribers. Let's get to 6 million right away in 2026. Make sure you hit subscribe. So here's what Donald Trump's posting. The White House doctors have just reported that I am in perfect health and that I aced, meaning was correct on 100% of the questions asked for the third straight time. My cognitive examination, something which no other president or previous vice president was willing to take. P.S. I strongly believe that anyone for president or vice president should be mandatorily forced to take strong, meaningful, and proven cognitive examination. Our great country cannot be run by stupid or incompetent people. DJT. So your doctors are reporting that you passed another cognitive exam, the Montreal cognitive exam, which tests cognitive decline, which no one should be taking unless there's serious doubt about someone's ability to function at a level that's suitable to be not treated with very serious attention. Don't you say you pass this cognitive exam all the time? Are you sure this is your third exam? It sounds like it's like the sixth or seventh exam, and this is what you're talking about on Friday in 2026. This is what you're talking about. But then you kind of disprove that you pass a cognitive exam. One, by bragging about taking this cognitive exam in the first place is beyond bizarre and very alarming. But then Donald Trump posts, eagles going down, he posts. Then it's a photo of what he claims is an eagle. It is a form of an eagle. It's not a bald eagle. It's a red kite. And this is from Spain. This was taken in 2010, this photo. This is not the United States. Then he posts this photo right here. Again, not eagles. It's a photo of a windmill from Taiwan. We were able to identify the photo from Taiwan where this was actually taken. And Donald Trump writes, killing birds by the millions. And at this time, these windmills were not actually even operational in this 2006 Taiwan photo. Then we're learning from the White House press pool that Trump stopped at a shopping center in Florida, and a White House official said that Trump is buying marble and onyx at his own expense for the White House ballroom. The motorcade arrived at a shopping center in Lake Worth, Florida at 9:46 a.m. We have not yet seen the president and are holding in vans. Stores in the shopping center include A1 Plus stone design. On background from a White House official, President Trump is purchasing marble and onyx at his own expense for the White House ballroom. But then we learned from Daily Beast and others where Donald Trump was as well. He was actually at Arc Stone and Tile, a wholesale supplier located about 6 miles from Mar-a-Lago next to a college hunks hauling junk and moving franchise. You can see right here the building, Arc Stone and Tile. This is what it looks like. And Donald Trump was walking through this area today, picking out the stone and tile that he wants for the White House ballroom. That's Donald Trump's priorities right now, while America is going through very difficult economic times, unless you're a billionaire and one of Donald Trump's right-wing oligarchs. So while he's out there shopping for stone and marble and tile and whatever he's doing, he also posted the following. If Iran shoots and violently kills peaceful protesters, which is their custom. The United States of America will come to their rescue. We are locked and loaded, ready to go. Thank you for your attention to this matter. President Donald J. Trump. We're locked and loaded, ready to go to invade Iran, Donald Trump posts. Now, Ali Shamkhani, the Ayatollah's top advisor, responded to Trump's statement as follows. The Iranian people know full well with experience of the salvation America brings from Iraq and Afghanistan to Gaza. Any foreign hand that approaches Iran's national security under any pretext whatsoever will be severed with a response that will make it regret it. Iran's national security is a red line, not a place for reckless tweets. And then Ali Larijani, the Secretary of the Islamic Republic of Iran's Supreme National Security Council, says as follows, the American people should know Trump started this adventurism. They should be mindful of their soldiers' safety. Now, Donald Trump is making these posts right now, again, while he's shopping for marble and onyx, while he's posting about passing another cognitive exam, while posting photos of windmills from Spain and Taiwan and claiming that they are windmills in the United States that are killing bald eagles. So just to frame what's taking place this morning. Meanwhile, the Wall Street Journal editorial board came out with a scathing op-ed against Donald Trump this morning about Donald Trump's failed tariff policy. Here's what the Wall Street Journal editorial board writes. One of the striking contradictions of Trump's tariffs is the way his chorus claims their rousing success, even as he carves out hundreds of exceptions. Rarely has a president worked so hard to cover the damage from his policies without admitting it. The article is called Another Trump Tariff Retreat. This time it's a delay for a year on higher taxes on upholstered furniture and kitchen cabinets. This comes as Donald Trump has announced that he will be delaying the tariffs on upholstered furniture, kitchen cabinets, and vanities for a year. Again, while he's now shopping to purchase marble and onyx for the Golden Ballroom. Also, yesterday, Donald Trump announced that the U.S. will be slashing its proposed tariffs on Italian pasta. Exporters had feared they would have to pull out of the U.S. market, but Donald Trump backed out of that. Now, look, it's a good thing that he's backing out of these horrible tariffs that he wants to impose against the world. But at the same time, why is he putting them in effect in the first place? And as part of his con routine, right? He's claiming the success of former President Biden's economy. When it works. When it doesn't work, he wants to blame former President Biden. So, and then he uses the idea of tariffs, which he actually then removes when push comes to shove, as a way to claim that he's doing something magical, when in fact he's just removing the thing that's causing the problem in the first place, right? It is the arsonist putting out the fire that they create and then trying to take credit for it. That's basically what we're seeing in real time. Also, Donald Trump posted this morning that the tariffs have been the greatest success. As he's removing the tariffs and lying that they're still in place, he goes, the tariffs have been the greatest success for the United States. If we didn't have tariffs, we would be destroyed. Our country would be over. Meanwhile, I think this story deserves to get more attention. So the main kind of philosopher, dystopian, intellectual, framework creator behind Project 2025. It is not just Russ Vought, the author of Project 2025, who's now the director of the Office of Management and Budget, but the right-wing philosopher who Peter Thiel, J.D. Vance, and all these kind of right-wing extreme guys who want to hoist up authoritarians, who they get their information from. We've talked about him for years on the MeidasTouch Network when no one was talking about this guy. We're like, pay attention to what Curtis Yarvin is writing. Do you remember the interviews I did? I did one with Scaramucci 2.5 years ago. We were talking about Yarvin. Focus on this guy. He's He believes that there should be these technocratic authoritarian dictatorships in the United States. That's what he wants. He wants to destroy democracy. Well, Curtis Yarvin is saying that the Trump administration is a tragedy that has already lost. And Yarvin warns that unless the energy can be rekindled, some kind of very sharp conflict or crisis that can be created, the Republican Party would be wiped out in the midterm elections, and that Donald Trump and his allies will spend the rest of their lives behind bars. Quote, and Yarvin wrote this on a Substack, "The story now seems clear. The second Trump administration is a tragedy. I hate to say it, but it looks like the administration has already lost. It could have had all of this energy coming out of the gate, but it blew it. Last winter's shock and awe, Trump is vanished now. The administration is simply too well integrated in permanent government. This marriage is terrible, but it's still a marriage. The windows Trump would be breaking are now his. This is why existential action is only possible at the beginning of a presidential term," Yarvin writes. "Trump's tragic flaw is purely Shakespearean. It is the opposite of the accusations constantly hurled at him. Trump does not actually want full power. Rather, he is afraid of it. And it is not just him. He is actually far less afraid than the people around him." Just meanwhile, while all that's going on, and while Donald Trump is shopping for marble and onyx or whatever the hell he's doing, Kharkiv in Ukraine is under attack. 30 people have been injured, including a baby, as Russia continues its horrific assault on Ukraine. Just show you this graphic right here, so you have an understanding of the full scope and extent of Russia's attacks. Throughout 2025, Russia launched 54,000 one-way attack drones, 44,782 guided aerial bombs, and 2,000 missiles against Ukraine, with 46,000 drones and 1,100 missiles being successfully intercepted by the Ukrainian Air Force. Just think about how many missiles that is. And then the Foreign Intelligence Service of Ukraine right now is warning Russia is preparing a large-scale provocation that will cause significant human casualties and will be blamed on Ukraine in an attempt to disrupt ongoing peace negotiations mediated by the United States. This just came out of Ukraine. The Kremlin is preparing a large-scale provocation with human victims. The Foreign Intelligence Service of Ukraine warns of the continuation of the special Kremlin operation against the disruption of peace negotiations mediated by the U.S. The specified operation has a complex character. It goes on to say that the Russians are using the attack on Putin's residence as a pretext in order for Russia to engage in this. With a high probability, we predict the transition from manipulative influence to the armed provocation of Russian special services with significant human casualties. The expected time is on the eve of or during the celebration of Christmas, according to the Julian calendar, so in a few more days. A cult structure or another object of high symbolic weight, both in Russia and in the temporarily occupied territories of Ukraine, may be chosen for such provocation. That just was released right now. So, keeping you updated on all these developments. Let me know what you think. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 6 million subscribers, and thank you for watching.
Love this video? Support independent media and unlock exclusive content, ad-free videos, and custom emojis by becoming a paid member of our YouTube channel today. You can also gift memberships to others. Let's keep growing together.